Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi. We are from group 7, which consists of Muhammad Danish HARITH, Muhammad Anas HAIKAL, Muhammad NAUFAL MIFZAL, and me, AHMAD Firdaus Hanafi. Today, we are presenting the question 3 and 4 for chapter 10. For the third questions, why does Baba challenge the Russian officer who is obviously high on drugs? In Khalid Hassan novels, The Kite Runner, there is a scene where Baba challenges a Russian officer who is high on drugs. This incident occurs during the Soviet occupation of Afghanistan, and it serves to illustrate Baba's character and his principles. Baba is a proud and principled man who values honor and dignity. He is not willing to tolerate injustice or humiliations, even in the face of a foreign occupying force. When he witnesses the Russian officer sexually harassing a woman in public, he is compelled to take action. This act of standing up to the Russian officer demonstrates Baba's moral courage and his refusal to let such behavior go unchallenged. Baba's action in the scene also highlights his strong sense of masculinity and his commitment to protecting those who cannot defend themselves. He is willing to risk his own safety and confront a dangerous and unpredictable individual in order to defend the honor and dignity of the Afghan people. Ultimately, this incident in the novel is a testament to Baba's character and his unwavering commitment to his principle, even in the most challenging and dangerous circumstances.
In chapter 10, several things happen that are ironic or foreshadowing. Label each one of these and explain. For the first question, the only army can survive the long ride in fume-filled tank is by remembering flying kites with Hassan. The passage suggests that the only way Amir can endure the harrowing experience of being inside a fume-filled tank is by reminiscing about happier and more innocent times, specifically the memories of flying kites with his childhood friend Hassan. These memories serve as a source of solace and emotional strength for Amir during a difficult and traumatic situation. Amir and Hassan's kite fighting contest and the joy they found in this activity are recurring motifs in the novel The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. These memories are deeply meaningful to Amir and remind him of a time when he and Hassan were close and shared a deep bond. Amidst the horrors of war and the distressing circumstances he faced, Amir clings to these cherished memories as a way to cope with the challenges he encounters inside the tank. They offer him a sense of comfort and connection to his past, which is an essential part of his identity and his path to redemption in the story. This statement is ironic because Amir is able to endure the suffocating and dangerous journey in the fuel tank by reminiscing about the joyful and innocent times he spent with Hassan. The contrast between the horrific circumstances of their escape and the beautiful memories of kite flying adds an ironic dimension to this situation.
The act of Baba gathering up the dirt of his homeland and placing it next to his heart is a symbolic and poignant moment in The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. Baba, a character who represents strength, honor, and pride, is deeply connected to his homeland of Afghanistan. The soil of Afghanistan is symbolic of his root, identity, and love for his country. In the story, Baba is forced to leave Afghanistan due to the political turmoil and the invasion by the Soviets. The act of collecting the soil and keeping it close to his heart can be seen as a symbol of his deep attachment to his homeland, even when he is physically separated from it. It signifies his unwavering love for Afghanistan and his hope for a return to his homeland one day. The soil next to his heart serves as a reminder of his roots, his culture, and the life he had to leave behind it. It also represents his longing for a better future and his desire to preserve the essence of his homeland, even in the face of exile land and adversity. This moment is a testament to Baba's character and his enduring connection to Afghanistan throughout the novel. This action foreshadows the importance of homeland and roots in the character's life, especially Baba's deep connection to Afghanistan. The dirt symbolizes Baba's strong attachment to his homeland, and this attachment continues to be a significant theme throughout the story, influencing the character's decision and action.
In Khalid Hosseini's novel, The Kite Runner, Kamal is one of the boys who is with Amir and his father Baba when they attempt to escape from Afghanistan in the midst of Soviet occupation. Tragically, Kamal dies from inhaling toxic fumes inside a fuel truck while they are trying to escape. Kamal's death is a deeply traumatic and tragic event in the story. The aftermath of this incident is emotionally devastating for Kamal's father, who is overwhelmed by grief and guilt over the loss of his son. The death of Kamal and the despair it caused his father illustrate the harsh and the devastating realities faced by many Afghan families during the tumultuous period in which the novel is set. Kamal's death is one of the many instances in the novel that highlights the profound suffering and personal tragedies that occur against the backdrop of the larger political and social upheaval in Afghanistan. It serves to emphasize the human cost of war and conflict and the impact on individuals and their families. This situation is both ironic and foreshadowing. It is ironic because Kamal, who was involved in a terrible act of assault on Hassan, has now experienced a similarly traumatic event himself. It is foreshadowing because this event underscores the cycle of violence and suffering that recurs in the story, showing how action may have consequences and may come back to haunt the perpetrators.